think we need to let go of our limiting beliefs. We need to believe in ourselves more to do the things that we want to do and reject the things that we don't want or don't like. You have the keys, but you're being brainwashed to think that externally something outside of you is what's going to save you. Externally something outside of you is what's going to give you that freedom. Howdy, hey bays, my name is Evie, Aswiti. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In this economy, you need to let go of all of your limiting beliefs. And on today's chat, I'm going to speak about limiting beliefs I used to have and I'm currently working through, of just freeing yourself of fear and letting go of your nightmares and just being the person that you are and have inside of you, but you need permission to unleash. So this is that video, and let's get into the topic. What are limiting beliefs? So a limiting belief is pretty much in the name of the concept. It's a belief system that limits you. Point blank period. That's what it is. I believe as women and some men that watch me have limiting beliefs, and I believe in my heart of hearts that your belief system is what gets you your lot in life for the most part. At this point in my life, I had to make a decision to no longer be a slave to the belief systems that I've grown up with, inherited, or just been influenced from society to have, and take back the control that I know I have as a woman who believes in God, who believes in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and who also believes that I am who I say I am, and I am an influence to you that's watching and to people that I walk across the street and see, and they see me every single day. So why not operate in my power and in the gifts and talents and aptitudes that I have? That is not exclusive to me. That can be applicable to anyone. And I want you to leave this video feeling just an inch closer to dismantling a limiting belief that you may have. Limiting beliefs are very sneaky. They build over time and they form habits, or are at least the root cause of a lot of habits that we have. A good example of my limiting beliefs that I can attest to is when I started my channel, I did make it focus on skincare, loving yourself, and how to glow for a living. Glowing for a living is a concept I created many, many years ago when I used to blog, and I had a website called glowforaliving.com. The blog no longer exists, but I did a lot of tips and articles about just things people asked me in my day-to-day life at the time and still do to this day, which is what's my skincare routine, how to be confident, and just other things about me that I did to maintain my beauty or maintain the things that I knew how to do at the time, which was like how I took care of my hair, how I took care of my skin, you know, what products do you use for this? Like, I was just that go-to girl, and I still am that go-to girl when it comes to those things. But a limiting belief that I had that I believe got me to this point of making this video was I used to feel very insecure about not looking a certain caliber of a way and presenting myself to the world as I am. And I believe that made me caught up in the whole baddie aesthetic of having the perfect wig, you know, heavy makeup, 25mm lashes that go out to here, and also just feeling like I had to look a certain way to be valid and to be important and to be desired or liked by the world. And I think this comes with age because I'm in my early 30s now. I just think that's all a lie and a scam to get women to be subservient to a limited belief of we're not enough unless we sell ourselves as being subservient to like overly compensating for how we look, especially as like a Black woman and even further an African woman. There's so many bars that you have to reach to even be valid and to exist in this world. And I just made a decision recently to just say no. Yeah, like it's a dub. Furioso. And to be who I am authentically. I truly believe now, when I decided to make my channel 4 years ago, being someone that glows for a living, which is being lit from within beyond skin deep, is not only about how I look on the outside, but who I am on the inside and how that light shines to not only myself, but to others and glorifying my Father in heaven. Furioso. What that looks like is not a monolith, and I'm just tired of people telling me what I'm supposed to be or how I'm supposed to act. I feel so much more confident that the Evie that has always been in me finally gets a playground to thrive and play and to be her. And a part of that realm exists on this channel, influencing others to find that turning point in their lives as well. A part of the first thing I want to say about how to reject or dismantle a limiting belief is identify what the limiting belief is. For me at the time, I felt like I wasn't good enough to, I don't know, come on camera with no makeup on, or to come on camera with my natural hair. Wearing natural hair, period, was like a limiting belief for me for a very long time. And I felt like even if I did wear natural hair, and you know, I wore natural hair for many years, but it was on and off, I felt like natural hair didn't look as good in certain outfits, or for a birthday, or a special event, or if I didn't wear the full beat, trendy, you know, makeup that's only one aesthetic, then I wasn't good enough, right? And I decided to reject those principles or thoughts and start to reject the small things that came with them, right? So if I felt like, dang, I want to go to the grocery store, but I gotta put a full face of makeup on, I was just like, honestly, no, I don't have to. Like, I started to let the inner Evie that was more enlightened put down the limiting belief that was placing me in a box to make me smaller. And I started to reject people in my life and in my environment at the time that made me feel less than if I didn't have makeup on, or if I wore my real hair out, that made me feel ugly or made me feel small. I started to cut off those friendships and to cut off environments that didn't have people that looked like me in their natural beauty. And it wasn't an overnight thing, but over time, I created a new belief, which is I'm beautiful when I don't wear as much makeup or any makeup at all. And I'm beautiful wearing my natural hair or my real hair, whether it's straightened or whether it's in this natural curly state like this. And I think if I didn't get to a point where I knocked down that limiting belief, I wouldn't have the channel that I have now, that it's evolving to include hair care on my channel, when I initially just started this channel to be just more skincare focused and, like, you know, confidence focused and beauty focused. But now I feel like we're allowed to change and to be whoever we want at any given time. And I believe in this economy now, where people are so uncertain about where they're going to get their next paycheck or where they're going to have their next job, or, you know, in this case, who's going to be the new leader of the free world, I think we need to let go of our limiting beliefs. We need to believe in ourselves more to do the things that we want to do and reject the things that we don't want or don't like. It's easier said than done, but I do believe it's possible. So identify the limiting beliefs in your life. Start to reject those limiting beliefs in small ways and consistently reject them. And over time, that limiting belief will lose its strength and you will build new beliefs about yourself. If you're a woman and you don't feel beautiful or conventionally attractive with wearing your real hair or not wearing the same exact makeup that everybody else wears on the internet, that doesn't make you less than. It doesn't make you invalid, you know? Another part of limiting beliefs that I think is important for in this economy is more about maximizing your accessibility to resources. I truly believe that when you believe in yourself and what skills that you have to go and get that bag and to get a better job or to start a business or to gain skills that's going to get you access to resources, it starts with really identifying what are the desires of your heart and who placed it there. Who placed the desires in your heart to dream, to believe that, oh wow, I wish I could do that, or I wish I can be slimmer, or I wish I could run a mile, or I wish I can get that job, or I wish I can do this. Those wishes that you have, that your limiting belief is telling you that it's just a wish and you can never get there, something placed that wish in your heart. What I used to think were wishes and just me daydreaming, or, things that I was too insecure to even think belonged to me, in a matter of years or even shorter than that, it became mine and it became in my hands. So what in your life that is stuck in your mind that needs to transmute to becoming something that you can put and touch in your hands? And I think that's the secret that I don't see a lot of people talk about on the internet, is that your thoughts are what define your life. And your thoughts are just that, thoughts, but you give it power by the way of your belief system of turning those thoughts into things. And I believe that if you are watching my channel, there's a reason why you came on my channel. And I truly believe that society and social media is doing a lot of things of putting thoughts in our heads to maintain our limiting beliefs to a certain cage or box. But the key holder to the inner you becoming a reality you is literally in your hands. You have the keys, but you're being brainwashed to think that externally something outside of you is what's going to save you. Externally something outside of you is what's going to give you that freedom. But in reality, that's the kicker. It's up to you to make that decision. If you believe that you are ugly and you could never come on camera to start a YouTube channel, you are absolutely right, my dear, because you believe that. It doesn't matter if I tell you that you're beautiful and you can start it, because all you need is your phone. But if that's your belief system and that's what's limiting you, and that's the cage that you're in, nothing can get you out of that cage until you get yourself out of that cage. I could be someone that is a link to nudge you to have that aha moment to realize that you're in a cage, but it's literally up to you to believe that you can free yourself out of that cage, I think limiting beliefs in this economy, from the standpoint that I'm talking about, that's more of your mindset and self-development, is paramount. But in the physical, real world, where everything is becoming more expensive, there's a lot of fear-mongering about a recession and who's going to lead this country, what's next, milk is $18 a gallon, which is not, God forbid, but all the things. I truly think that you don't have anything to lose but to dismantle and take those limiting beliefs and throw it in the trash. Like, throw it away. Throw it away. If I'm here feeling nudged to put this camera on and talk to you today before I go to Kava and get my kids' meal, because a kids' meal at Kava is perfect for the diet I'm on right now to look like a snack, then you can do what that wish you thought would never come true happen. My name is Evie Sweetie. Thank you so much for coming to this video today. I love you all. Let me know what you think in the comments, and always remember that you glow for a living because you're lit from within, beyond skin deep. Bye, everybody.